If the author of The Luminaries, Eleanor Catton, were a dancer, she would have the most graceful movements, the most captivating expressions, and the most enduring emotions. Hello everyone, my name is Neeraj Solanki and welcome to the book review of one of my favorite books, The Luminaries. Coming back to the book, from vanishing bullets to unaccounted fortunes, from entangled fates to intertwined lives, from the richness of the language to the innovative experiment with structure, The Luminaries has to offer it all and some more. A mammoth read of 832 pages paperback, The Luminaries is the longest book to have won the coveted Man Booker Prize, and deservedly so. Of the many Man Booker winning books, The Luminaries shines brightly for its complicated narrative and interesting structure. Set in the 19th century New Zealand, The Luminaries is your typical Victorian era tale of murder and intrigue on the one hand, and brilliant experimentation in storytelling on the other. As the author herself tried to explain in her interviews, that the characters, now there are a total of 19 main characters split into the arcs of 12 and 7. These characters follow the pattern of the planets with which they are supposedly very closely bound. The first part of the 12-part novel is the lengthiest and it runs into some 320 pages. With the subsequent parts decreasing in size until you hit the last part, part 12, which is only one page long. If this little piece of trivia does not pique your interest, I do not know what will. After many false starts, I finally overcame my trepidation and picked up this book. To be honest, anyone would be easily intimidated by the sheer size of this epic. But thankfully, it indeed is a page turner right from the word go. It starts with a scene in which Walter Moody, freshly arrived in Hokitika, chances upon a clandestine council of 12 men who have huddled hastily in the lobby of the Crown Hotel to solve a series of crime recently committed. And before you blink an eye, you find yourself ensnared into the lives of these characters, who I must say are well-rounded and very human. Miss Catton scores heavily on this aspect of storytelling. You become invested in the stories of these characters, whether they are major or minor characters. The Luminaries is full of characters who have all some unwholesome past from which all of them are trying to escape. Which I think was also the reality of the people who migrated to the New World. Add to this legitimate of sequence of events the deceit of one character by the other, opportunism, revenge, gold rush, eclectic ensemble of diverse characters, and what do you get? A story of epic proportions, a story that overcomes its own complications as it proceeds. This is not to say that the complexity of both the plot and the characters and the structure of the book are meant to dissuade a reader. Absolutely not. On the contrary, the novel makes you work really hard to wrap your head around the story to an extent that it gives you an exhilaration of having solved a complex mathematical problem. By the way, along with the astral charts and the seances the book has, mathematical precision is what you will definitely witness while reading this book. In a word, it's neat. The ambience of the novel is its another striking feature. It was wonderful to read about the culture, climate, flora fauna of this remote village of Hokitika, a world about which I have read relatively very little. So instead of the foggy rainy London, because it is Victorian era London, this novel takes place in rainy and chilly Hokitika. The shipwrecks, the digging of gold, the hotels, the scandals, and above all, the deliberate serendipity complement the created ambience. The choreography between the various characters mirroring the choreographic event of their respective stars is a thing of beauty. I loved it. I loved how the author herself has often used the word choreography for describing this unwitting intertwining entanglement that befalls these characters. Now that's a very big phrase. Interestingly, as a Kathak dancer, I felt that the Luminaries has all the potential of being adapted as a ballet or a dance musical. It would be interesting to see how these characters would move to the tune of music, and because they all have such unique qualities as can be deduced from their associated planets, it would be any choreographer's nightmare, let me tell you. And yet, it is this musicality, this choreograph ability, if I can use that word, even if I don't know whether that is a word also, is what makes this novel stand apart. I mean, there are storytellers and storytellers, and then there is Elinor Catton. Do let me know how did you find this review in the comment section below. And if you have read the novel, I would be more than delighted to know your perspective on the novel. Whether you liked it, whether you found it daunting because of its the sheer size, or whether it was an exhilarating experience like it was for me. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next video.